Hello everyone, my name is Robin and RWBY Volume 10 is not only confirmed, but is making good strides. RWBY's showrunner, Kerry Shawcross, has announced that Volume 10 is, quote, super deep in early writing and planning, and there's still a long road ahead. Aside from Kerry, former lead writer of RWBY, Eddy Rivas, also said that he's, quote, glad we can say this finally, and, quote, since people are asking, yes, I'm involved in this. He also referenced having helped out with something about a month ago. RWBY writer Kiersi Burkhart also responded playfully that she's, quote, plotting how to devastate everyone emotionally. There was not any internal shift toward a reboot, rather RWBY Volume 10 is moving forward. This significant news comes alongside Anime Expo 2025, which Kerry is currently attending. On another note, RWBY recently came back to streaming on Hulu for the United States audience. RWBY will also be available for digital purchase internationally starting this Tuesday, July 8th on Apple TV. Viz Media posted a new blog with the following list of countries: the United States, Canada, the UK, Australia, New Zealand, Ireland, and more. Of course, this is not every country that used to have RWBY, but this is a start. To circle back to Eddy Rivas and Kiersi Burkhart, by the way, when Viz Media first announced that Kerry would continue to work with RWBY and mentioned only Kerry, I saw a lot of folks saying that it would or could only be Kerry, nobody else. They were under that impression, but I knew that that was not inherently confirmed. To commemorate this announcement, I'll play a snippet of my video from July 5th, 2024. That's right, exactly 1 year ago today, Viz Media announced the acquisition of RWBY. This is great news. It's good to see that things are moving forward with the RWBY IP. And so, when can we expect Volume 10, right? The thing I want to say here is, even if Volume 10 were announced tomorrow, we're still at least 2 years out. And why is that? RWBY used to premiere yearly, but we cannot expect Volume 10 to premiere 1 year from now in the fall of 2025 for a few reasons. And mainly, that's because with the change in ownership, there would have to be a considerable pre-production period before they can move on to the actual production. So in other words, they need to spend time figuring out how to actually make RWBY Volume 10 or whatever it is before they can make it. They need to figure out the boring technical stuff like how much money are we spending on making it? How should we spend it? What tools should we use to make this show? How should we use them? It's very technical mumbo jumbo like that. And then once all of that is decided, if it were to be contracted out to an already existing animation studio to make, they need to find one that has the time to make it amidst any of their other productions that they're making. So things look promising, but I do want to emphasize that even in a perfect world, Volume 10 or whatever else that they make is distant, kinda no matter how you slice it. It's somewhat odd for me to revisit those words because I use a lot of the same language there as I would now. But unlike then, we can start the clock. Pre-production is ongoing. Last year, I said that late 2026 would be the earliest possible release date for Volume 10 under the best case scenario. That best case scenario is now late 2027, in my opinion. It's been a year of minimal advancement, so my best case prediction is pushed a year back. And for those who caught my previous video, you know I had no expectations for any announcement today. I've learned over the past year or two to measure them as much as possible, and I think folks should continue to do that. In other words, we don't see more promotional artwork or trailers until we do. We don't know when Volume 10 will premiere until we do. I have made 7 RWBY videos in the past calendar year. That number feels wrong to me. I certainly thought it was more, but at least now we are getting somewhere. As always, all of my sources are in the description below. If I missed anything in making this video, I will add a note there as well. And for any further RWBY news as it comes, please like and subscribe as I continue to make videos and keep you in the know. I'll see you next time. I'm Robin Rising. Have a good one.